Might be snow in the fields right now, but farmers are still busy picking their crop coverage and insurance plans. Those spring deadlines are approaching, so I spoke with Doug Yoder, who works with Country Financial. He joins us explaining why farmers might be interested in additional coverage this year.
From Title I programs of the Farm Bill to crop insurance, what do these programs do?
They support the agriculture industry, and the way they do that, the way our government does that, is through these programs. So there are two separate things. The Title I program that you mentioned is part of the Farm Bill, so it doesn't make automatic payments just to make payments. It only kicks in if, for example, markets and revenues go below certain thresholds. And one clear distinction, I do get this question sometimes, Haley, why would the government support farmers in this way when they may or may not support other industries? And my go-to answer with that, and I truly believe this, is to provide American citizens a stable, safe, and abundant food supply. And then the other item you mentioned is crop insurance. Crop insurance is a risk management tool. It's a federal, so it's a public-private policy. This protection gives farmers coverage in case of natural disasters such as flood, drought.
Thank you for explaining those differences there. I know deadlines are approaching for farmers to be picking these different coverage levels. Can we first start with ARC and PLC? What what are some of the things farmers should be looking at this year? Are there any changes?
So ARC and PLC is part of that Farm Bill package that passed back in 2018. So this year they gave farmers until April 15th to make their ARC and PLC decision with their local FSA office. And that is an per farm decision. Those two protections are the same programs that farmers are now been used to since 2018. But those two programs use a rolling average, 5-year rolling average of commodity prices and their county yield. So even though the programs are the same, they have different numbers to calculate every year because of using those 5-year rolling averages. So the nice part about that is that means this year our PLC price, that protected price, has flexed up now 2 years in a row because of the, like I said, the 5-year rolling average. So that's good. But even better, the ARC County program, which is revenue-based county program, those prices are even higher than the PLC prices. So that higher price combined with a continued increase in county yields during that last 5 years that they're measuring has led to increased guarantees this year versus last year for, I think, every county in Illinois for corn and soybeans. So higher guarantees or higher thresholds doesn't guarantee a payment will be triggered, but it increases the likelihood or the potential.
And now moving on to crop insurance, what's new this year, or what should farmers be considering?
Farmers need to reevaluate crop insurance every year. There's always tweaks to the program. There's always new prices to consider. And speaking of those prices, Haley, we're right in the middle of the crop insurance price discovery period. Farmers have until March 15th to sign up for this year's crop insurance decisions. That price that we're now seeing that will be averaged here during the month of February will be used to calculate in their guarantees if they choose a revenue-based product and their premiums. Even though farmers may want to continue using the same policy, same coverage level, especially on beans, they're not going to be able to generate as much protection as they have in past recent years, due to that lower commodity price. The reason I mention that is farmers are aware of that, and we have more farmers checking out additional coverage in case that their main policy is unable to generate enough protection to satisfy them or their lender. Some farmers feel the need to investigate and check out additional coverage they can stack on top of their base policy. And we've had farmers do that in the past, but I'm sensing an increased number of them doing that this year. And those add-on products I'm talking about, the main one is ECO, Enhanced Coverage Option. It's a county-based supplemental coverage that farmers can stack on top of their farm level coverage and provides them a higher coverage level.